to the bless. I got sound effects, niggas. I got sound effects. So Nicki Minaj said some shit that's Nicki Minaj talked crazy about Rosa Parks, y'all. Did you hear about that? No, I got I bought a zip file of sound effects. You know, I moonlight as a video editor on the side. So I'm just testing out some of my sound effects. Don't mind me, you know. How's the family doing today though? Uh Good afternoon, everybody. She got a bar. She got a bar. I went on Twitter today. You know, I go on Twitter trying to find out what's going on in the world and shit. So Tariq Nasheed was having a conniption, and he made a good point. He basically, cause she did a snippet in the studio, cause she's releasing some new music, as if anybody asked her to do that, right? We trying to fucking clean up the mess that she kind of started 10 years ago. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna bring that up as well. But she played a clip, and she's basically saying all you hoes need to sit down like Rosa Parks. Mind you, this is the third day or the fourth day of Black History Month. Like, this is a sacred month for you niggas, for the people that signed up for that shit. You know what I mean? All of the Black excellence, the shea butter Twitter. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. This is a sacred month. So first we get G-Eazy sucking on Mag the Stallion's face, who's probably Greg the Stallion. The jury is still out. You know, she got some strong jawbones. And then, right after that, we get this fuckery with Nicki Minaj once again, because she disrespected Malcolm X. She disrespected Malcolm X already. Now, she's coming with... No, I feel you. She's courting attention. But how thirsty do you need to be to start using our ancestors' names? Why don't you say somebody that's Trinidadian? Oh, Black Outrage definitely sells. Black Outrage and the quote-unquote race ticket, yeah, that's a motherfucking goal right now. Floyd Mayweather showed you that with the Conor McGregor fight. Racism sells. Sex sells, but racism really sells. Black Outrage, it sells. The game right now, the music game, is a streaming game. So it's not about selling nothing no more. All you gotta do is create controversy and have a motherfucker stream your song, and there's a check attached to that, right? Conor McGregor he was blowing a racist dog whistle hard body for the buildup between a fight with him and Floyd Mayweather. He called him a monkey. he was basically, this was around a time when Trump just became president, and you know them niggas, the UFC fighters, like their audience, their core audience are like mad racist, right? They are the white fragilicists and the alt-righters. And you know, if you ever went to, like, I went to a wrestling match in Barclays Center with my son. A nigga, I was like, get the strap, because I felt, I could smell the mayonnaise in the air, and I felt, I felt they was looking at me kind of, you know what I mean? They gave me that, they was making the hair on my fro rise up. They was giving me all kind of energy. You know what I'm talking about? And I knew that I was in a room full of fucking white fragilicists. You know, we don't say white supremacists over here. We say white fragilicists, white inferiority. Because I'm not even looking at these niggas. I'm trying to look at the black nigga Kofi. I'm trying to check him out when he's, I have front row tickets too. One of these rapper niggas gave me on my inbox. He shout out to my dude. You know, I don't gotta mention your name. He gave me he basically was like, yo, I got these tickets. I know that your son likes wrestling. Look, I'm go to the will call and use my name, and you Gucci. I'm like, good. So we in the front row. So these niggas must have thought that I was a rapper. I actually am, but they don't know that. So they checking me out. I'm like, nigga, I'm not checking y'all out. Why y'all checking me out? I don't walk in the stadium, eyeballing white people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I don't have a Becky fetish. I'm not running around all in their face. They all in my face. But the way that they in my face, it's like they not just checking me out, right? They checking me out. They sizing me up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you niggas want to wrestle or something? Because we could have a secret match. You can meet me at we could go by the hot dog stand and I will clothesline you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be looking at me like I'm with my son. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they want that chocolate. They checking me out like they fetishing me. Exactly. Thank you for saying that, because there's a video that I posted on the Twitter where there's a black girl and there's two white girls behind her, right? They in school or whatnot. They look like they go to private school, and they playing in her hair, and then one of them take her hair and start smelling it and biting on her hair. And I know people like shit like that. Mine is freaky these days. Niggas, I don't know what people are into. Some niggas got amputee fetishes. Some niggas got granny fetishes. Some niggas got foot fetishes. Some niggas want to just get farted on. It's all kind of weird shit going on because of the crack era was crazy. I think this is a fallout from the crack era. Niggas is just real crazy, and they call it kinky, but it's not really kinky. Some people want to get beat up. Like there was the video with homeboy choking out his baby mama, pulling her out of the gym. I would say that she likes that shit. I saw her. I followed her on Instagram before. She looked like she with the shits. You know what I'm talking about? And don't get political now, because women is on some 50 Shades of Grey type shit. A shorty asked me to choke her out, so I did it. You know what I mean? And she was like, keep choking me. I was like, ma, you know what I'm saying? You a red bone, but right now you're kind of blue in the face. I'm not finna kill you. I'm just trying to bust a nut. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to get me, you know what I mean? You trying to make me an accessory for murder. It wasn't no regular choking. It wasn't regular choking. She wanted me to put her in the Boston Crab. Choke, no joke. You know what I mean? She wanted to choke, no joke. And I'm like, fam, what if I kill you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not with the freaky shit too tough. I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? Lay down, say your prayers, and let's get it in. And then 30 seconds later, I'm out of here. No, I'm just playing. 35 seconds later. But look, man, I ain't with the freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tying you up. I'm not whipping you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. So some extra shit comes with that. You know what I mean? We have what they call the God rod. You know what that is? That means that you feel like God touched you when a nigga finishes. There's some kind of scorpionic energy that I can't explain, but it hit differently. It's just different. It's some spiritual shit. We become one. You know what I'm saying? That's I guess that's the gift the Scorpions have. And yeah, we a little freaky. You know what I mean? We a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? We a little freaky, but not that freaky. I'm not beating on no woman. I'm not whipping you. I'm not wearing no spikes. You're not coming in the room with no spikes on. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming in the room with no black shiny latex. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting you on a wheel of fortune and spinning you around. I'm not putting on a mask like I'm a Mexican wrestler. You know what I mean? I'm not doing none of that. So miss me with that, because to me, that's some crack. That's some white shit. That's some shit that you picked up in when you was in Uranus, when you was on the planet for all of the mayonnaise shit. You picked that up watching soap operas. You picked that up watching a porn channel that you wasn't supposed to be watching as a youth and whatnot. You picked that up. It's girls out here that got Barney fetishes. They want you to skeet wearing a Barney suit. Shit like that. You know what I mean? It's girls that go to 42nd Street that pick up the Mexicans that's wearing Mickey Mouse masks and be like, nah, keep the mask on. They take you right on 44th Street and let you hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I ain't with none of that freaky shit. My sex life is not that boring that I have to create some whole nother imaginary whatevers. No. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep my shit. I'm a 70s baby. I'm not that goofy. I don't. Them niggas that's born in the 90s and after, ladies, good luck. Because these niggas will suck a fart out of your butt with a straw. You know what I'm talking about? They're doing everything. They're as bad as the Chinese people eating bat soup. Them niggas will eat some bat soup on your ass. You know that. You know what I'm talking about? You already know what it is. And the women too. You know, y'all just grew up differently. And I'm not mad at leave us 90s babies alone. Nah, fuck that. I'm not mad at y'all. But you know, y'all grew up at 3 years old watching Sir Mix-a-Lot. Motherfucking Luke Campbell, and you thought that was regular. When I grew up, nigga, if a nigga said bitch, my parents was like, turn that shit off. They would go upside your head. We were kind of coddled and whatnot when we were young. We didn't have Playboy magazines all on at the newsstand. You had to look under the bed for that shit. The shit was hidden. When the niggas in the 90s grew up, the porn was just out. You know what I mean? Like, the shit was like the porn collection was next to the motherfucking Martin Luther King records. And, you know, when we was young, our parents would listen to R-rated shit on a record player and then tell us we had to go in the bathroom and run the water so we can't hear that shit. When we was watching niggas kiss, we had to cover our eyes. Y'all didn't go through shit like that. Y'all came up watching Al Bundy and motherfucking The Real World and all of that weird shit. So y'all different, and don't talk to me about the 2000s, baby. Cash Money taking over for the 2000s and all of that. Y'all been exposed to everything. That's why niggas think that it's normal for, you know, Billy Porter to be talking to little children with Elmo on his lap. That's why there's such a culture war right now, because we were all grown up differently. We just different. We different. You know what I'm saying? Going back to Nicki Minaj, she needs to leave our ancestors alone. Go find out. You know, she not going to say nothing crazy about a nigga from Trinidad, because when she go to Carnival, they're going to pull her ass off the float and deflate the motherfucking fake titties of hers. They're going to shoot a dart and make that motherfucking, that fix-a-flat ass of hers go flat. Somebody going to put her in a pot and poke some fucking pins in a Nicki Minaj doll, and her edges are gonna fall off or they're gonna grow back, whatever the case is. But she needs to worry about her pedophile brother and leave our fucking ancestors alone. Nigga, that's a violation. I'm co-signing Cardi B running up on her and put a knot on her head. Even with Cardi B, Even with as ratchet as she is, she knows her fucking line. She will never not never, but she didn't bring up Martin Luther. She don't use our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, to disrespect. As much as y'all say that she's not black and she's outside of the spectrum of us, but then on Wednesday y'all get mad at Dominicans and other people who are of a lighter complexion, Sakura and these bitches and J-Lo. Oh, they not black. But why? And then on Wednesday, why they don't want to be black? They African. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga. Whatever. What the fuck? They're Spaniards with some African blood in them. So I don't. What is it? Is it the one drop rule or is it not? So Nicki Minaj did a cover of her mixtape with Malcolm X on it. Right? Now she did a bar. She told these bitches to sit down like Rosa Parks. And I'm not feeling that. And what I'm not also feeling is, where is the contingency of shea butter rappers, females to be exact, this gonna respond with the smoke? Why I gotta be on live chewing this chick's why I gotta be out here pause. I said chewing this chick out. I'm not chewing Nicki Minaj out. Why I gotta address it? Where the fuck is the women at? You know what I'm saying? Where the sisters with the bars at that could eat this bitch food? Because it's about that time. It's about that time. How much shit are we gonna allow the female rappers get away with before one of these sisters with the head wraps go into the studio, light some fucking patchouli incense, you know what I'm saying? Drink some sea moss and go into the booth and start heating this shit up? Because I'm ready for that. Why the city girls is not getting dragged by they fucking weaves? Where are the only person that's dragging the female rappers is gay niggas? We don't have a frontline defense in conscious the woke world that's addressing the fuckery that's going on the island of Lesbos. We don't. There's mad fuckery going on. Y'all let Black China get in the game. Y'all let the whole slut shit take over. The whole industry take over. Anything goes. They let all of the bedwitchery go on. They let the black feminists rise up. They let the women's march go and tell black women, yo, if you don't denounce Farrakhan, you bitches can't march with us. And they the ones that started the march. How about that? There's no repercussions. There's no front line of defense. There's nobody with the fucking smoke. All they want to do, and then they following the dots. They following the dots. So of defense of our artists who say that they love the black family and the black man and all of this shit, why they not coming out? It ain't like they don't got time on their hands. What y'all doing? The men push the whole thought agenda. It take two to tango. Of course men is gonna push the thought agenda. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't get no pussy. So y'all did them a favor by becoming these thoughts. Nigga, these niggas don't got no game. $40 on a Cash App. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Trap God. That was a fucking gift from the Trap Gods. These niggas don't got no game. Everybody got $40 though. Don't get all. If you want to get big mad, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let your edges fall out. Go get big mad because I'm saying something that you don't want to intellectualize. But it's the real shit. We need a front line because I don't have no business This is not my fight. I don't got no business even giving no smoke to no female. I can't. That's not on me. You know, and people is mad fragile these days. They'll feel like it's emotionally verbal abuse. So I'm just asking a question like, what the fuck? I should get excited when I see Nicki Minaj do some dumb shit, because I be like, oh yeah, huh? She finna get dragged. There's a whole starting lineup of 5 female conscious MCs that's gonna make my February lit. I should be ready, because when these niggas start beefing, oh man, y'all start combing your eyelashes, you know what I mean? Patting your fucking hair, and you can't wait for a body to drop. Oh, wait till the baby catch this nigga, he gonna beat him out of his pants. Oh, wait till 50 Cent put hands on this nigga. Oh, he's coming with all the smoke. When these niggas start Mandingo wrestling, everybody pay attention, right? So why can't I get some UFC fight and take it? Why can't I get a chick Ronda Rousey? Why can't one of y'all get out here and start Ronda Rousey and these broads? No front line of defense. Everything goes now. There's nobody to check these motherfuckers that are out of there's none of that. It's a lot of co-signing of the fuckery. And then they like, we just need balance, brother. I get it. No, does any mother out there get upset when your 2-year-old is fucking on the ground, humping the ground, twerking, and saying that and repeating the lyrics from Cardi B? Nobody have a problem with that? Nobody wants to put together 16 bars against that? Nobody want to spit fire on that? Is there any woman out there that when you see a nigga looking at you like he look cuter than you, you don't have a problem with that? That shit don't bother you? I don't understand, because I live on an animal planet. I don't live in this world where I don't live in Wakanda. I live on an animal planet, and where I live, if it's smoke, my nigga, it's smoke. Every day I go outside, I get aggressive stares. I gotta deal with the aggressiveness of this animal planet where everybody's trying to fucking kill each other. So my mind state is that I'm in New York City. I'm not in Nebraska, nigga. I don't live in. My reality is different. My reality is different. Where I'm at, niggas is with the shits. Whatever. So that's how I look at life through those lenses. Yeah, shout out to all of the female sisters that y'all are naming. You know what I mean? But they're not aggressively hunting these chicks down and getting you know, this is a competition. This shit is a sport. Get your fucking name up. You know, find an op and body, slide on these bitches. These little niggas they perfected that. What did the little niggas in Brooklyn say? Spinning, looking for them, sinning. They out here in Brooklyn. There's a gang war in Brooklyn. And Pop Smoke and Fabio, all of these little niggas that's out here with the woos, they making millions of dollars off of beefing with the Chews. It's a gang war. These little niggas is gang warring, and there's millions of dollars to be made off of that. And niggas is dancing to that shit. What's that shit? What's that nigga? Big Drip? That's a gang song. Pop Smoke, everything that Pop Smoke is doing, that's all gang related. And we entertain that. So, get your name up. Because the ops is out there. There's black women that's disrespecting the fucking principles that all of us stand for. Why they don't got no smoke? Why nobody got nothing to say about that? But when men's got something to say, oh nigga, you ain't get no pussy last night? What you angry about? No, I'm not angry about a goddamn thing. I'm not tight about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the strip club later. Fuck is you talking about? I'm just playing. But still, I'm just stating the obvious. I'm just stating the obvious. That's not our job. I'm almost out of my role right now. That's not even my job. I'm supposed to be in the behind the sisters, rooting them on, saying, yeah, nigga, who want to smoke? You know what I'm saying? Fuck is you talking about? I want to stand on somebody's couch and throw my set. You know what I mean? I want to be like, yeah, Dots, what up? What's popping? You know what I'm saying? Y'all not what's up. Y'all not what's... I want to throw my hieroglyphics metal netter sets up. Whatever the fuck that is. But nobody's giving us what we need. There's no line of defense. The LBGT, the pedophiles, Harvey Weinstein, everybody's coming through the fucking front door. And I can't, I'm a man. I can't search the women coming through the door. I don't know what they coming through with. There's no women at the door searching these hoes. What are you trying to come in the game with? Let me search you. No, take that out your purse. No, you can't come in. What's under your weave? No, you can't come into the game with that. Do you know how many thought rappers have grown out of Cardi B's run? Do you know how many degenerate... there was a chick outside. I don't mean to talk about nobody in the way. This bitch looked like... what's the purple nigga from McDonald's that was selling us burgers when we was little? Grimace. The bitch looked like Grimace with a green weave on. And she had the loudspeaker. And she was playing some stupid thought music. And I'm like, fam, did it get to this? How did it get to this? How the fuck did it get to this? You know what I'm saying? What do we do to deserve this? Why does she feel comfortable playing her music mad loud and it was garbage, but all she was talking about is this pussy, you gotta buy this pussy. I'm like, nigga, a nigga with counterfeit money shouldn't buy that pussy. What are you talking about? Nigga, are you serious? Somebody said that was one of y'all baby mama. You funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fam. This is on 125. Older women are walking by. Grannies, mama, and they not saying nothing. They looking down. You could tell that they talking to Jesus. They calling up Jesus on the DM. They all in Jesus DM. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Satan is on 125th Street. Oh, Jesus. They all fucking docile. They don't want to go back to who they used to be. Bitch, turn that off. Fuck is you doing? Who your mama is? I'll smack that green wig off of your head. That's what real women would do. That's what now they calling up Jesus. They dropping, they in Jesus DM. I want you to smite. I want you to smite this young lady. They'll go around the corner and start, sending all of these negative fire bolts down the block. But they so fucking soft that they can't stand right there and be like, what are you playing? Bitch, who is this? First of all, the bars are trash. And second of all, are you selling your box on 125th Street and it's through a speaker? Like, who? Bitch, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? But they just want to walk with their head down. But you know that they ashamed. You know that they ashamed. You know that this is some shit that they like, what the fuck? But because they underneath the spell of the ghost, they just blaming take the wheel, Jesus, run her over. Oh my goodness. The horror. I can't wait for these good white folk to get rid of these black people in Harlem. I can't wait for these good white folk to move in here and clean this shit up because it's too much. It's too much. Jesus. All crack era fallout. All crack era fallout. We got to live through this shit now. We got to live through all of this shit. We created this shit. Niggas in my generation, we made this shit what it is. We fucked this whole shit up. We tore the fabrics of decency. It's to the point where we all frogs in the fucking pot right now, slow roasting. We don't even know that we being cooked. We are so deep in the Kali Yuga that we can't even conceive how fucking crazy we look. We don't know. We in a pig pen with all of this mud on us. It's hard for us to even see that we dirty. But that's what has happened because of the culture, because we got Harvey Weinstein, liar Cohen. Harvey Weinstein is a fucking the witness said that he had a vajayjay, right? And she said that he smelled like shit. You know what I mean? But Harvey Weinstein is the king of Hollywood. And there's about 800 Harvey Weinsteins in Hollywood on Madison Ave right now. If any woman that's out there who ever went into the industry, if you ever took that trip to Tinseltown or to Hollywood, right? I need you to get on here and let the family know. You know, you could put on the Mexican wrestler match if you don't want to show your identity, but I want you to let the world know about the casting couch, how these motherfucking Jews will proposition you to lick their balls to be a fucking extra in one of their videos. Shit like that. Okay? Because I was in the industry and I seen what goes down. And Vlad does a lot of interviews with a lot of people, but I don't see too many people keeping it 100. I don't see too many sisters exposing these demons. I don't see the LBGT exposing the demons. They don't. And they the ones they co-sign all of that shit. They don't expose the wickedness of Rome. They keep it under their fucking wings. And then when somebody have a little bit of outrage, they out there retweeting and whatnot, and they got something to say. But now, yeah, Monique, all right, yeah, that's one of a million. That's one of a million. It's her and like 3 other women. But when you do percentages, right? She's 0.000000001. She's not the 5%. She's 0.00. She's dot. Remember the decimals, my nigga? She's dot 0.0000001. She's not even 1%. We got a long way to go. Fuck out of here. We have not arrived. We have a long way to go because mad people need to stand the fuck up and tell and speak truth to the devil. Stop putting it on the shoulders of the fucking sons. It's not just us that is out here that got to put an end to this shit. You know what I'm talking about? So once again, all I'm saying is how far are we going to fall until somebody says enough is enough? I know that shit looks good because this bitch got 4 million followers. Then this bitch got 400,000. And when she go live, it's 40,000 people in the live. But that don't make it right. You know what I'm talking about? That don't make her the queen of your queendom. When it came to our kingdom and how we was seeing shit, niggas start sniping all of these rap niggas. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, niggas was clapping at Jay-Z. All of these niggas. Niggas had the heat for these niggas. Now where they at? You could say what you want to say. You could call what you want to call. Them niggas have leveled up. They not on the same vibe no more. They not on the same vibe no more. They not tree huggers, but they not on the same, they not low frequencies that much. They trying to raise their frequencies up. I'm talking about the top niggas, not these little niggas that just came out, the trap rapping. No, these is like 18-year-olds. You can't expect much from a fucking 18-year-old. I'm talking about niggas that's 50 years old and 40s and whatnot. These niggas got families now. And I'm not saying that it's because of the response of them having that heat on them, but they not fucking stupid. Okay? They know what pressure feels like. You in the streets, you know what the pressure. You walk outside, nigga, you know what pressure is. Cause it's everywhere. You see people looking at you like, damn, niggas is not feeling me. Is these one of these Illuminati niggas looking at me? Like, is these one of these niggas that been talking about me, exposing me? Like, I gotta get my shit together. They didn't fight back. I tell you that much. They didn't have no smoke. All they doing right now is they out here tweeting namaste. You know what I mean? The niggas is doing yoga with Russell. You know, they become very meek. They're not adding on to the destruction that they played a hand in like that. You know what I'm talking about? They're not necessarily, you know, you gotta blame the listeners. Because it's niggas my age that start listening to niggas that's 12 years old, start telling them what to do. And 14, them niggas is following 15-year-old rappers. They the goofy niggas. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame a 15-year-old. You got to blame your goofy-ass grandmother who's 88 listening to Cardi B. What the fuck is she doing with a colorful weave on? She's a lesbian now. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother is now LBGT with a rainbow weave, wearing stilettos, right? And Fashion Nova. Talking about she want to go to the fucking club with you. Magic City or some shit. It's not on the artist. It's on these goofy ass adults that are trying to live out their fucking childhoods again. Because they was mad squares in the 80s and the 90s. They was fucking Poindexters. So now they want to be cool at 65. Stupid ass niggas. You can't blame it's your grandfather, your fucking uncle that be at the barbecue with red bottoms on. Niggas don't wear red bottoms, uncle. You listening to the wrong artist. You weird nigga, you. Niggas is wearing Mad Gucci. Huh? They bought it from out of BC. So it's not even Gucci, it's Geechee. Nigga come to the barbecue looking like the Migos. Huh? Nigga grandfather got tattoos on their face. You can't blame the motherfucking youth. That's called youth culture. It's these dumbass old niggas that don't have no culture. Black America, ADOS, whatever the fuck you niggas want to call it. We don't have an adult culture no more. Right? When my father and them was growing up, them niggas was listening to jazz. They dressing like adults. You know what I'm saying? We don't have an adult culture. The adults are listening to a fucking teenager tell them how to have sex, how to talk to women, how to fucking think, how to make money and spend it. You listening to a nigga who was just peeing in his fucking bed a few equinoxes ago. You weird nigga, you? I'm not that nigga. I created my own wave. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's harping on being youthful, you know. Be like unto a child. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with the youth culture. I appreciate there's a balance. But I'm on my grown man shit. You understand? I'm being responsible as a grown fucking man. I'm talking to grown ass people about grown man business. But I'm out here as the big fucking homie. I know that I got some young niggas that got some weak ass big homies, some fake ass big homies that are trying to steer them in the wrong direction. So yeah, I gotta speak the language of the little homies because I care about these little niggas because I know who the fuck they gonna become. And somebody did it for me. I was 12, 13 years old. There was a guy by the name of Rocket when I was in Flatbush. And he took the time out and said that, yo, little nigga, you God. I was like, oh shit. This nigga said that I'm God. It hit differently. I heard Farrakhan and all of these other niggas say shit like that. But when Rocket said it, nigga, Rocket was a fucking goon. And he was God. And he would go out and take from, he said the white man is the devil, and he went and demonstrated why he went and demonstrated every fucking day, him and about 800 other niggas, because we had posses back in the days, and they used to eat off of the land. What does that mean? They was taken from white people every day. That's how they survived. Because they said the black man is God, the white man is devil. They turned around and would take shit from white people. And the statute of limitations, you can't get me, Giuliani. It's over, nigga. It's over, nigga. The 7 years have passed. I could talk about it now. You know what I mean? And they went and they wasn't being hypocrites. They said that they don't fuck with white folk, and they showed us that they don't fuck with white folk. And I'm like, yo, I don't fuck with them either. You know what I'm saying? And then the perspective that they was able to give me gave me a pair of glasses to where I saw reality where all of that shit panned out. Right? And I'm not saying to be on that no more, because it's about eras and epochs. We're in a whole new era. We're in a whole new epoch. If you niggas wanted to do what we was doing in the 80s, you should have been born back then. You can't recreate what the fuck already happened. That's almost like going into the movie theaters trying to, you 3 hours in the movie talking about what happened in the first 10 minutes. Nigga, the movie have progressed. We're in the third fucking scene, my niggas. It's different shit going on. You know what I mean? But I speak the language of the youth, because the youth is the future. The youth are going to immortalize me and my family. And then I got children, so my children are considered the youth. So why would I abandon the youth? Why would I be trying to focus on talking to niggas in their 70s and they fucking 80s and whatnot? They enough niggas done talk to an 80-year-old. Enough niggas already talked to somebody that's 50. If you out here 50 years old coming up with excuses, nobody never talked to me. Well, in your 50 fucking years, who was talking to you, nigga? You just wasn't listening. And I don't care if you live in Boise, Idaho. You got a radio, you got a TV. Somebody was trying to talk to you niggas. You know what I mean? It's just social media is different now, so you can hear people clearer. But I don't want to hear that shit. So yeah, we here for the youth. And we here for our generation, because I lost too many people in my generation that I love, and I know how that feels. I'm still suffering PTSD. Nigga, my childhood should not have been what the fuck it was. I was coddled as a child. I don't come from nothing. Nigga, my father was on some Huxtable shit. He's a professor. That nigga didn't have me lacking. I didn't have to eat no fucking mayonnaise sandwiches. My refrigerator was always full. But I was burying some of my day ones at 14, nigga. And nigga, I had so many fucking guns in my house, nigga. I was living under pressure. Because every night that I went to sleep, it was a fucking gun show outside my window. You know what I'm talking about? I decided to jump off the porch. Me and my brother, we made the conscious decision to go ahead and jump off the porch. Our shit was already set up for us. You know what I'm saying? Our shit was set up. We would have been some Poindexters. You know what I'm saying? We would have been cool. Corporate America with the tight motherfucking, we would have been, you know what I mean? We would have been in that world. I was just watching an interview a few months ago on the Breakfast Club with two twin girls. They light skinned, Antoinette. Nigga, we lived a block away from them. That was my peoples. And they mama set them up and they took off. I used to live in a building that was owned by Trump in Flatbush, nigga. The Trumps. Not, it was Daddy Trump. Not this nigga that's the president. I had a fucking terrace, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But go to see niggas. Niggas in Canarsie grew up in houses. Niggas in Bed-Stuy grew up in brownstones. Niggas in Harlem grew up in brownstones. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter where you grew up. It don't have nothing to do with where you grew up or whatever your house was, nigga. The 90s and the 80s, you had to show up or you was going to get shown out on. It was real, and this shit out here this is fucking Disney World. This is not it. This is not it. I don't know about wherever y'all live. I know in New York, this ain't it, nigga. This is a cakewalk. So, we don't have a rites of passage, right? Yeah, shout out to all of the project babies. Salute to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to all of the project babies, because to be honest with you, the project babies held the guard down. You know what I mean? My brother who just died, one of my peoples, my day ones, Poop Man, he was living in a house on East 17th in Flatbush. His mama had a house. His father, he was working, I forgot what he was doing, but his mother was working in MTA. She used to be the token booth clerk right on Beverly Road. And we jumped off the porch together and we went deeper into the hood because we wanted to go into the motherfucking jungles. That's where we got our rites of passage. It was a survival type of thing. You know what I'm talking about? We were drawn to the dark side on Parkside and shit like that. And we were drawn into Jamaican culture. We were drawn into the Caribbean culture. My mama is from St. Croix, but I don't consider myself a Caribbean ass nigga. I lived in St. Croix, but nigga, I'm not no Caribbean ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm drawn to that shit. I was drawn to the dance hall reggae in the 90s, Biltmore Ballroom, Tilden Ballroom, Addy, Sound Clashes and all of that, Stone Love and all of that. I loved it, that shit. You know what I mean? All of that Gundeliro, Gunman shit. Yeah, I was on. That shit was speaking to me, my nigga. My dark hermit was rising. So I know what the youth are going through. You know what I mean? I know the challenges that the youth is facing. And I could show you my inbox. I saved so many fucking people. That's what they said. I didn't do this shit to put a cape on and fly around like handyman and try to save a nigga life. But in my inbox and in my emails and other things, people is like, yo, you and your family helped save my life. So obviously I'm doing something right. You know what I'm talking about? Obviously I'm doing something right. And I'm saying that these sisters need help. Keys, come talk black to me, man. You know what it is, Keys. Keys came up in a rough childhood in Oakland and whatnot. And look at him now. Because if we didn't go through what we went through, how could you relate? Tiggity, Tasha, we was in high school together. You know what it is. You know what I mean? So we couldn't have these conversations. We couldn't relate to the youth that we're helping to save their lives right now. They would not listen to us if we did not relate to them. So I'm going to circle the wagon all the way back around and say this, that in this culture right now, our culture is being hijacked by people who don't care about our ancestors. There's certain names that you cannot mention in your fucking rhymes. You cannot mention anybody who died for your raggedy ass to be wearing long fucking weaves and walk into the Louis Vuitton store unmolested, nigga. So Rosa Parks, you cannot talk about Rosa Parks. You cannot. The niggas who did the flyer with Martin Luther King Day, where he was holding 40s and whatnot, niggas need to go and see them. If it's not the promoter, the graphic designer, and everybody that fucking showed up, the bartender, nigga, they should all get checked. You cannot disrespect the ancestors. That's not how you keep their names alive. You're supposed to honor thy father and thy mother so your days on the earth will be longer. And you're supposed to edify the works that your ancestors have started. Nobody is finishing Rosa Parks' work. Nobody is finishing Malcolm X's work. Nobody's talking about how can we finish their work. That nigga said by any means necessary, he was in the window with the blicky. How do we finish his work? What did he try? What did he want to do? Everybody's like, oh, when Martin Luther King was going to march against poverty, they killed him. So why don't your impoverished ass go and pick up the motherfucking baton and do the march that nigga got killed before he did? You know what I mean? That's how you honor him on his birthday. You're supposed to honor thy father. You're supposed to edify their works and finish their works. If somebody shoots you down in the street dead like a dog, somebody's supposed to pick up. You could kill the man, but you can't kill the plan. So Nicki Minaj talking crazy, putting Rosa Parks in her lyrics. She did the cover disrespecting Lil Wayne with his little gremlin ass. You know what I mean? Notice that after Lil Wayne said something about, I forgot who he said something about. That nigga had 18 seizures, right? His edges fell out. He looked like fucking the little groundhog that they pulled out from the fucking tree stump looks better than Lil Wayne right now. Okay. He looked like they electrocuted him and he didn't die. And on the fifth time, they was like, just let this nigga go. You know what I mean? Because you know that there's a clause that if you on death row and if you don't die after a certain amount of time, they just gotta let you go. That's what this little nigga looks like. I listened to his new mixtape. He's talking about sniffing coke in almost every song. I'm not jacking that. That's not what's up. This is not Little Weezy with the fucking Adam's apple from 1999. This is not Carter 1, 2, and 3. This nigga right here is somebody else. This nigga looks like I don't even know who this nigga look like. He look crazy. So after he did that disrespect, everything went downhill from him. Everything began going down. Yeah, he looked like Crypt Keeper from Tales of the Crypt. And nobody is talking about, I seen the interviews, nobody's asking him about the drug issues. Nobody's saying, son, why do you look like you got hit with 3 Mack trucks? He can't be cloned. Because if he's a clone, that was a bad clone job. Somebody needs to sue the clone company. If he's cloned, that was a defaulty clone, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That wasn't a good clone. Yeah, he said Emmett Till's name. That's what it was. He brought up Emmett Till's name, and he's been having hell ever since. There's a whole bunch of rappers who I could show you when they evoked the name. When they, after the Malcolm X Nicki Minaj thing, she began to fall off of the cliff. She began to fall off the cliff. Her career nosedived. And it's still, her career is so in the tank right now that she went ahead and married down. Do you see the nigga that she's with right now, fam? That's a random nigga, bro. That nigga got anger issues. He beats her. I promise you, he's so insecure that if she likes a nigga picture, he's probably going upside her fucking head, bro. Nigga Safari married Erica Mena, and he still came up on that bitch. How about that? How far you gotta fall if Safari married Erica Mena and niggas is like, you married up, nigga? You gotta really you think about that. If Eric Mena and Safari stand next to Nicki Minaj and that weird nigga that she's with, niggas is like, give me Safari for $10. They like, he's the he they like, nigga, he came up. And Erica Mena is crazy. She a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? And she's Spanish. She got, that's a double whammy. That's double crazy. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill. I don't know if y'all know Meek Mill's the mother of his child from Philadelphia, Milano Rogue. He came up. She's a goddess. Okay? She's not all out there. She's responsible. She's an entrepreneur. She's gorgeous. She's humble. He married up. Gave her a seed. She got a little one coming. She's a winner. Okay? So who's the loser in this whole equation? Her and Drake. So she fell the fuck off. Don't get swayed by the tweets. Don't get swayed by the Twitter pictures and the Instagram photos. Don't get swayed by the long ass weaves. Let's not down black females. Fuck out of here. What is you talking about? Nobody downing nobody. I'm giving you the truth. I don't give a fuck if she was a female, a male, a hermaphrodite, a android. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Nobody's downing a goddamn person. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. This is a session of real talk. And, you know, when I shoot, I shoot in all directions. There's no protected classes on this live. How about that? There's no protected classes on this live. So yeah, she fell off. She's a bum. So she needs to keep Rosa Parks name out her mouth. You know what I'm saying? She got washed up by a stripper and a prostitute at that, who can't even rhyme like that. She can't even stay on a beat, Cardi B. She got washed. You know? She got washed. So she's using controversy because in this attention economy that we live in, and she made a song with Tekashi, she got washed. She's nothing. She's a rat right at this point. She got washed. That was a result of what Ether or Sheether did to her. You know, in Kung Fu, when they hit you with the 100, you know that they had the Kung Fu move where psh, 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 and then if you walk 100 steps, nigga, you die. That's what the fuck she got hit with by Remy Ma. She got hit with the ch ch ch, and then she's dead. And she's using controversy to basically have people like me talk crazy about her. She's using controversy to sell. She wants your attention. So in the attention economy, people, because she could have played any snippet of her fucking bar. She had to play the snippet with Rosa Parks because she knows that the fake woke niggas in the shea butter Twitter is gonna react because we live in a reactionary cycle. But nigga, I'm gonna react. Yeah, I'm gonna say something because something needs to be said at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, nobody is saying nothing to this bitch. Nobody is really checking her, and I feel that in what everybody's talking about hands across America, I feel that that's some kind of, you know, people are choosing who they got smoked for. People are choosing who they got smoked for. They threw Kobe under the bus. Nobody won't send no tweets to his wife because she's Spanish. But when Meg the fucking Stallion was laying up with this white cokehead, G-Eazy, you should have seen everybody was, oh my goodness, girl, you came up. Oh my goodness. My time is running out. You know what I mean? If anybody got the screen recorder, yeah, screen record this so I could send this shit to Nicki Minaj and her brother. You know what I'm talking about? And that weird nigga that she with. Love and light.